We have a very special guest today, Hemant Kumar from Tata Mutual Fund.
Hi guys.
He is the Chief Business Officer and Chief Digital Officer at Tata Mutual Fund. And we've discussed a lot of things over the last few weeks. Very interesting things that we'll be doing together with Tata. And since he's here and keeping up with the tradition, I thought we will take Hemant's 10 minutes and request him to address all of us. Thank you, Hemant.
Yeah,
Thanks.
perfect. Thank you so much. Hi guys. Two sort of words that you use. Your generation use very sort of regularly. VUCA and BANI. So can we just say what is VUCA? VUCA. Volatile. Uncertain. Complex. Ambiguous. That is how we see the world around us. Yeah. What is BANI? BANI. Brittle. Anxious. Non-linear. Incomprehensible. That is how we are. We are brittle. छोटी छोटी बातों पे हम नाराज हो जाते हैं. We are anxious, over anxious, right? Incomprehensible. There are people around you जो तुम्हें समझ ही नहीं आते. ये incomprehensible बंदा है बंदी है. मुझे समझ ही नहीं आ रहा ये क्या है. ठीक है? And non-linear. The world is non-linear. Linearity. Markets are non-linear. Performance of companies are non-linear. You are non-linear. I am non-linear. He is non-linear. Everything is non-linear. So you look at linearity and you want to find a trend. There are no trends. The world is fragmented. This is the reality. These two words really capture the reality of the world around us. If you think about it, after I have gone, you think about it, write it down with you, and you try to associate it with your situations, with people, you will be able to fit it into these two. Now, this is the world that we are navigating. So when we navigate such a world, what is required for us as individuals when you're navigating such a world? To my mind, and these are my thoughts, and this is what I tell my team also, when we are navigating a world which is so complex, so incomprehensible, the most important thing for us to do is slow down a bit. Because if we keep on running at the same speed, we are going to meet with an accident, bump into someone, and so technically for me the mantra has been for a while, and I sort of firmly believe it going forward, the fastest way of getting anywhere is to go slow. It is very, very important that we do that. It is very important for what you guys do. It is very important when you're engaging with partners. It is very important when you're engaging with each other, because when you slow down, you try to understand the other person. So when you're talking to people, when you're talking to your partners over a phone call, there are two ways one can sort of have a conversation. You can listen to react, or you can listen to understand. If you are listening to react, then after the first sentence, you have already found your answer. Then you're just waiting for the other person to finish कि ये खत्म करे तो मैं इसके मुंह पे आंसर मारूं. Because तुम already सोच चुके हो. तुमने समझने की कोशिश ही नहीं करी है. You are listening to react. The other way is you listen to understand. When you have to listen to understand, you have to be a little slow in your mind. You have to let the other person finish. When the other person finishes, you have understood the sentiment of that guy. Then when you sort of respond, you are able to make much better meaning and much better connect with the person. When you are able to do that, you do better business. So everything is for business. जो भी मैं बोल रहा हूँ, this is not anything philosophical. सब कुछ business के लिए है. लेकिन आपका business improve कैसे करें, क्योंकि world ही ऐसा आपके आसपास. So business improve करने के लिए हमें some of these things are very critically and keenly required. So this is something that you can sort of observe for yourself and sort of apply. A couple of things now, since I'm here and I'm from the fund industry, it is sort of just customary to say what we feel. I am not a fund manager. I just observe fund managers across, and this is what I feel. What I feel is that in an overall sense, and again you will think it's a long term, but look at 100-year trends. 100-year trends जब देखो ना, आप कैपिटल मार्केट्स का देख लो, आप वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी का देख लो, things change over a period of time. I will give you a quick understanding so that you can capture it, and maybe that will help you believe in the India story much more. If you look at 100 years behind, उससे पहले Europe was very strong. उससे पहले 100 years से पहले 1920s onwards, Europe started sort of becoming weaker, and US started emerging. 1945 से लेकर ऑलमोस्ट 1990 तक यूएस हैज बीन अ डोमिनेंट पावर, हैज बीन अ डोमिनेंट वन वे डोमिनेंट पावर. देयर हैज बीन नो अदर डोमिनेंट पावर इन द वर्ल्ड, एंड दैट इज व्हाई dollar is the currency for the world and US is dominant and so on and so forth. After 1990s, Asia started emerging, China started emerging, doing something. So 1990s to 2000s, 2000, 2010, US and China, US continued to be strong, China started emerging. China became the back end for manufacturing for the world. US continued to be innovation, industrialization, first on everything. That happened, right? China emerged. Now when we look at 2000 to 2025, Asian economies started emerging, China became better, stronger, and India also came somewhere on the map. Say 2010 onwards, तो बहुत meaningfully map पे आ गया. Now, when you look at this as a trend, US has been going through so before 1920s, Europe was very strong, UK was very strong. It was a 200-year cycle. They were strong for 200 years. They are the ones who colonized half the world. Then for last 100 years now, 80 to 100 years, US has been very strong. For the last 25 to 30 years, China has been very strong. Maybe for the last 15 years, India has been strong. So if China's cycle is going to last for 50 years and India's cycle is going to last for 50 years, you can well imagine you are just sitting at the beginning of this cycle as far as we are concerned. China is in the middle of their cycle. They are going through a slowdown. We are sitting in the middle of the cycle or the beginning of the cycle. You can be rest assured this cycle will last till 2050 for us. And if that is going to happen, then we have to push everyone to make money and you have to make money for yourselves. I think if we sort of understand this, and then you can continue to drill down into sectors and cycles and macros, everything will indicate. लेकिन ट्रेंड पकड़ना जरूरी होता है. अगर हम ये ट्रेंड पकड़ लें और फिर उसको सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए easiest way to capture that trend for anyone is to take a diversified fund of any AMC, flexi cap ले लो, multi asset ले लो, gold silver चाहिए थोड़ा तो, लेकिन ये सब चीजें छोटी साइकिल्स होती हैं, बड़ी साइकिल कंट्री होती है. हम उस साइकिल के शुरू में बैठे हैं, हमारी साइकिल 2050 तक लास्ट करेगी. इन चीजों के 2-3 और अब 3-4 कंट्री साइकिल में चल रही हैं. यूएस साइकिल में चल रहा है फॉर इनोवेशन एंड टेक, चाइना साइकिल में चल रहा है, उसका टेक अब चालू हुआ है क्योंकि चाइना को टेक नहीं मालूम था. चाइना को एआई मालूम था क्या? एज पर यू, चाइना को एआई नहीं मालूम था. एआई चालू किया यूएस ने. चाइना हैड टू कैच अप ऑन एआई. उन्होंने 5 साल में एडी चोटी का जोर लगा दिया एआई पे कैचअप करने के लिए. नाउ दे हैव कॉट अप. नाउ दे कैन गिव अ चैलेंज टू यूएस सेइंग कि वी विल डू ऑन आवर ओन, हमें तुमसे चिप्स नहीं चाहिए. तो फिर क्या होता है यूएस की वहां पे, अरे ये हमसे चिप्स नहीं लेंगे तो फिर हमारे तो you start talking to each other a little more easily on trade. So this year you will see China and US becoming a little more easy on trade with each other. That will help the world economy. Where does India come in? इंडिया में दिमाग कोई लगाता ही नहीं है, इनोवेशन का काम ही नहीं है इंडिया में. इंडिया में क्या काम है? सर्विस का. So we always are strong on service. We are always strong on back offices. We are trying to become better on manufacturing and on digital governance. We are very strong on digital governance. Look at all digital. So, you look at UPI, you look at Aadhaar. We are very strong on public digital governance. Now, these are the things that will lead for us, when we look at the next 15-20 years. That is where our sort of country will continue to do well. Demographic dividend plays out very strongly. देखो डेमोग्राफी किसी के हाथ में नहीं होती है. डेमोग्राफी इज इक्वल टू डेस्टिनी एंड टेक कोई टेरिटरी ब्रेक नहीं कर सकता है. सो टेक टेरिटरी लेस होता है और डेमोग्राफी इज डेस्टिनी. आवर डेमोग्राफी, आवर एज. यूएस की एवरेज एज क्या है कस्टमर पॉपुलेशन की? एनी आइडिया? 38. यूएस की एवरेज एज 38 है. चाइना की एवरेज एज क्या है? लिटिल लेसर देन दैट. It's 35, 36. इंडिया की एवरेज एज क्या है? Which is the average age of this room. Yeah, you're right. 26. So इंडिया पॉपुलेशन की एवरेज, इंडिया में कितने जेनजी हैं? कितने जेनजी हैं? What is the percentage population of India which is Gen Z? Percentage of population out of the 143 crore people. Percentage?
40%.
65%.
60%.
Gen Zs. So हमारा कंट्री कहीं नहीं जा रहा है. You have to believe for yourself. It's a 25-year super cycle that we are sitting in. How will you capture it? For yourself, your partners, and in case you manage customers for your customers. These are the thoughts that you should have and try to be a little slow to get wherever you want to get very, very fast. That's all from my side.
Thank you.